Welcome to Matty Bakers. Thank you for showing support. Thank you for liking my video and thank you for helping a small business to grow. In this channel, we'll be featuring cakes, recipes, avoidable baking mistake. Today, we want to focus on bread. We want to make gingerbread. Now, for you to make gingerbread, you will need margarine or butter, you need sugar and flour and cinnamon plus some ginger and some baking powder. Now, if you are a vegan or maybe you are let's say you are a vegan and you would like to make this bread, you can just substitute oil for the butter. And if you're going to substitute for oil, because this is 150 grams of margarine, what you do is that now you use half a cup of oil that will be equivalent to this margarine. And if let's say you're a diabetic, you can substitute flour and some brown sugar instead of white sugar, because brown sugar is less. And or maybe you can look for stevia plant, which is natural sugar that you can use for your bread. However, if you are going to use stevia, you soak the plant for at least an hour, and then it will be able to produce enough sugar for your bread. So these are some of the substitutes you can do if you are baking for someone who is diabetic or someone who is a vegan. However, let's get back to our bread. So we've seen that making bread can be a challenge. Last week we tried to make gluten-free bread, and as you will see the video, it's really not really so good as compared to if you were to bake normal bread. But as time goes by, as I continue baking to find a recipe that it's good for gluten-free bread, I will be able to post even the ingredients and measurements so that people who are gluten, they can try that bread. However, because of the bread that I made last week, it wasn't so good. However, you can try, or maybe you know how you can bake a gluten-free bread and you have an idea. Why can't you let me know how maybe something that I'm not doing right? Because that's how we grow and that's how we learn. So going back to our gingerbread, is that the first thing first is that we grease our tin, which we have done. And today I just want to use this tin instead of the normal bread tin. Maybe I would like it to have a cake shape or something, but let's see how it will turn out. The recipe says that we mix everything together. So this is our bowl. You mix everything. Now remember, sometimes the recipe may say you mix everything together, and sometimes the recipe can backfire. So being consistent in your baking will help you know a lot of things, because when you bake and then it backfires, you learn a lot. Use water instead of milk. That's why I say you can substitute this with someone who is vegan. So we're going to mix with our spatula first before we start mixing with a hand mixer. I hope that this bread turns out to be so amazing that I can be blown away. Mix and see. So let's put the water, and remember, it's supposed to be hot water, not cold water. You can see, still continuing mixing. Now let's mix it. This is our gingerbread. You see, if I had put molasses, to be so dark, to be black. So now it's ready. Let's put it on the pan. This is our pan now. most of the time it's always good to put so you need to spread it. And remember, this is gingerbread. I've been actually looking forward to making some bread. I like baked bread, to be honest. Put it in the oven. Let's put it in the oven now. This is our oven. It has been running for some time, and the temperature should be 180. The bread should bake 40 to 35 minutes. So let's wait for the outcome. I hope it will blow my mind, as I had said earlier. So let's wait and see. Our bread is done. So let's check it. Ooh. Look at it. This is gingerbread. These are some of the challenges you face when you bake with no eggs. So you see, this is gingerbread, and because there were no eggs in the bread, you see the way it cracked. So it's showing that eggs are a binder or a holder in the cake, so, or in the bread, or any pastry that you make. So if there's no eggs, definitely you will see the change or the difference in your baked product. So now let's put our bread on the board, and then let's see how it has turned out. Let's remove our bread. You can see it's actually hot. It's nice, very nice. You can see this is our bread. This is our gingerbread. Let's cut. But they always say, before you start cutting your bread or any baked product, always wait for it to cool first. See, it's still hot. See, this is the bread, the gingerbread. Doesn't look bad, huh? Honestly. I like it. It's crunchy on top, but soft inside. So I've seen that when you bake without eggs, yes, you can get the required results. However, you'll have your baked product cracked. You see? Cracked on the top, or sometimes even sideways, but mostly it's always cracked on the top. So this is a good, actually, a baked product. It tastes like the kind of bread that you have, or a cake that you have with some bitter chocolate, some bitter chocolate, or some black coffee with no sugar in it. It will really go well, very, very well with it. So you've seen that our bread came out beautiful and perfectly. So please try the recipe and let me know. And if you enjoyed the video, click the like button. If you want to see more, please subscribe. If you have any question, I'll be happy to answer you. And thank you, you viewers. You've been commenting, you've been giving me support. Thank you so much. We've seen our bread did not have any eggs, and you just substitute your butter with oil, and you have your vegan gingerbread. Thank you. Bye for now.